For essay number 1, you will be writing a definition exemplification essay. First, what's a definition essay? A definition essay defines a word, term, or concept in depth by providing a personal commentary on what the specific subject means. In other words, you will find a word, term, or concept, and then you're going to explain it with 3 to 4 different personal definitions, not Webster's Dictionary's definitions. The personal definitions will become your body paragraphs, and they should be very unique. So how do you pick a topic? First, make sure your topic has an abstract meaning, not a concrete meaning. For instance, love has an abstract meaning because the definition depends on who is defining it. For example, if someone just went through a divorce, his or her definition of love will be vastly different than someone who just got married. Now that you have a topic, love, you need to narrow your focus because love is too broad for such a short essay. For instance, you can discuss romantic love, platonic love, first loves, or even your love of Bojangles. Your definition should be unique, personal, and focused. Here are some abstract topics that you may want to write about. However, you are not limited to these topics. Now that we understand the definition part of the essay, let's discuss the exemplification requirement. Basically, exemplification is just about using examples to prove your definitions. Here are the 4 types of examples you will use in your essay. You must use all 4 types at least once. First, personal experience examples are examples that actually happened to you. So you may explain your middle school dance experience to define your first love as maybe naive. Secondly, a typical case example is an example about an actual event that you didn't experience. So you may explain the common reaction to a breakup to define first love as a learning experience. Thirdly, a hypothetical example did not actually happen, but it should be a plausible situation. You will begin these types of examples by acknowledging that your examples are invented. So you might say something like, suppose that, or let's for a moment assume. Lastly, generalized examples are situations that are generally true for most people. Be careful with this one because you do not want to cross the line and stereotype. For instance, it's fair to generalize that most people like to get a compliment, but it's not fair to generalize that most people have been in an automobile accident. We just don't know if that's true. So be careful when you generalize. You'll use about 2 examples for each of the 3 to 4 definitions. Make sure they are relevant, accurate, and do not contradict your thesis. Okay, now you're ready to choose your topic and start brainstorming.